Hey, y'all, it's Coach D here. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope you all are having an amazing Wednesday. I hope the middle of the week is not rough for you. It is hump day. I know it is, starting to get there. I know our energy levels are starting to feel like, woo, okay, it's the middle of the week. Where's the weekend? I totally understand. I totally understand. But I wanted to hop on here with you guys right quick and just talk to you about your diet and how it plays into your wellness. All right. Um, when your diet is good, you feel good, guys. When your diet is good, you have more energy. When your diet is good, you're seeing those results that you want to see, right? You're seeing that scale move how you want it to move. When your diet is good, you just feel clear. You can think clear. Your body thanks you for it because your body does what you needed to do. Like when you are on a good diet, um your body just it really responds better, right? And it plays into your overall wellness. It really can help you, just to feel better, just to, I guess, to just have a clear mind. When you are making sure that you're getting all the macronutrients that you need. You're getting your proteins, you're getting your carbohydrates, you're getting your fats. Then you can have a well balanced diet and your body will feel balanced. Your mind will feel balanced. You just don't know how much your diet plays into it. When you're feeding your body trash, you feel like trash. You're going to look like trash. I'm sorry, but you just are. Because our body is going to respond to what we give it. If you're out here giving it a bunch of processed food and a bunch of fast food, I promise you, you don't like the way you look in your clothes. I know it for a fact. And it's not something that's just relative to one person. We all feel like crap after eating crap. You begin to look like crap. You begin to gain a bunch of visceral fat around your organs, around your stomach. You begin to get wings. You get the bra fat. When you're not in alignment with your diet, you are not in alignment, period. Okay? So, how do we get into alignment? We make sure that our diet looks good. First of all, that's the first thing we want to do, right? We want to establish a very, very decent diet. Really, a decent diet is going to have all three macronutrients, going to have the macronutrients based on what your body needs, okay? So your body needs to have a sufficient amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fats. But guess what? That is all relative to the person. That is not a standard guide to say, hey, you need this much protein, you need that much. It's all calculated based on your body's biometrics. I don't need the same thing that a 200-pound man or even a 200-pound woman needs, right? Or a 5'7" or 5'9" woman needs. I don't need the same thing because it's all based on our body's biometrics. That's our age, weight, and height. It's also based on our energy expenditure. How often are you working out? How hard are you working out? How long are you working out? Are you very active, lightly active, moderately active? It's all based on that. So when you are establishing a diet, you have to take your energy expenditure into account, and you also have to take your biometrics into account, right? Then on top of that, you need to make sure that you have sufficient energy, right? Sufficient energy comes from protein, it comes from carbohydrates, and it comes from fat. But the main sources are your carbohydrates and your fats, okay? You do not need to strip carbohydrates from your diet. Please don't do that. If you're not a bodybuilder, don't do it. Don't do it. If you're not a bodybuilder, and relatively, I'm looking at and doing a lot of research. A lot of bodybuilders are not even stripping all their carbohydrates from their diet. They might take it very, very, very low, but they still have carbs in their diet. So that's all based on their coach and how their coach likes to coach, right? But at the end of the day, any regular lifestyle person who's just looking to get in shape or looking to feel better, you need to make sure that you have sufficient amount of carbohydrates because that's your biggest energy store, right? But what I say, the carbohydrates needs to be based on what you need. A lot of times we get fat because we're eating a lot of carbs, y'all. We're eating too much carbs. Too much carbs for what your body needs. Like, like literally, like you don't need that much carbs for energy. Like you just have to make sure that you're eating them in moderation. And like I said, for what your body needs. Okay. And now, fats, especially for women, for hormone regulation, we need healthy fats. All right. But we also need to be taking in fats in moderation and for what our body needs, guys. It cannot be, you know, us eating a bunch of cheese or us eating a bunch of oil. It cannot be that. You just snacking on nuts all day. You can't do that. You have to measure and portion this stuff out, y'all. You got to. It has to be for what your body needs. Like I said in the video the other day, you guys can go watch that. You have to make sure you're measuring out your cooking oils. If you don't feel like measuring them out, use a cooking spray. That's going to be your safest bet. With cooking oil, you can easily be putting on hundreds of calories on top of your meal just because you're not measuring on your oils. Oils hold a lot of fat. All right? They're healthy fats, but they can also add a lot of unnecessary fat into your diet if you're not measuring them out and if you're not, you know, intaking what your body needs. All right. So you got to make sure that you're measuring. Okay. That's another thing. And you got to make sure that you are eating what you need to eat. Okay. So when you're eating, when your body's processing carbs really fast, right? That's where that itis comes into play. You know, you're like, oh, we got the itis. Yeah, because your levels went up here and then they shot back down here. And now you feel like crap. All you want to do is go to sleep because your body don't even know what just happened to it. It got shocked. Like, it like, and now it's just like, I promise you that happens when you eat that trash because it makes your body feel like trash. And then in turn, you feel like trash, right? So if you want to make sure that you have decent energy, make sure that you're eating from the right energy sources and make sure that you're eating, the energy sources that your body needs, right? It can't be that you need 156 grams of carbohydrates and you're up here eating 200 grams of carbohydrates. You're never gonna, feel good because you're never gonna be losing your weight. You're never gonna feel like you're accomplishing anything because you're still feeling too heavy. Your metabolism is not turned on. When you're not eating the correct portions of your macronutrients, your metabolism is not going to rev on. It's not going to turn on. It's not going to burn fat. It's not going to, burn calories. It's just not going to do what it needs to do, right? What you wanted to do. In most instances, most women are looking to lose weight, right? And with that, like I said, comes portion control. With that comes regulating, measuring your macronutrient intake. So you guys have to be cognizant of all of these things, all right? And when you feel better, like I said, you look better, your mind is more clear, you're more confident, your overall, health is better, and then it plays into your wellness. You walk through life as a different person. You walk through life as a happier person, a more confident person, a more ambitious person, a more eager person. But if you are sitting around, with a lot of extra pounds on you, you're not going to have the energy. You're not going to want to walk. You're not going to want to walk the steps. Basic tasks like going shopping, going to the grocery store, like walking up and down the stairs, playing with your kids, playing with your grandchildren. It's going to be a burden. It's going to be, something that you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like you're not going to wake up happy every day because you feel like life is just such a burden just doing basic things because you don't have the energy to do them because you're not properly fueling your body. All right. So let's get that diet in check. Let's get it in check. So that way you can feel, lighter on your feet. You can feel better. You can think better. You can think clearer. When you have that energy, when you have that, you know, healthy meal, when you just, you're in tune, and then once you get that together, get your fitness in order. Start working out. You can start light, start walking. Walking 10, 15 minutes a day. It all adds up, and then the next week after that, add on another 15 minutes, to each day. And then over time it compounds, it compounds, it compounds, and you start seeing just the adaptations in your body just happen, and you start seeing the scale, just moving. You start seeing your clothes fitting different. You see your body changing in your pictures. You see your face changing. You see your neck changing. You see your wings just going away. But it has to start with your nutrition. It has to start there. It has to start there because it doesn't matter how much, physical movement that you're doing. If your diet is not in check, your body ain't going to, it's not going to do anything. It ain't going to do nothing. It's not going to do, it's not going to adapt to anything. No change is going to happen. So make sure that you get your diet in check so that you are, if not for anything else, just be happier. When you're healthier, you're happier. You don't have to deal with a lot of crap. You don't have to deal with medicine. You don't have to deal with hospitals. You don't have to deal with being sick all the time. Because when you are overweight, you're very much so prone to chronic illnesses, diseases. You're prone to being sick a lot more because your immune system is weaker than a healthier person or someone who has less body fat on them. All right. So, if for anything, just do it for happiness. All right. Just do it because you want your loved ones to be happy. You want your loved ones to not have to deal with you being in a hospital because of, being severely obese, or you chronically, happen to go to doctor's appointments and they happen to take you there, drive you there because you're incapable of doing it because you're severely overweight, you're obese, or something that you're going through medically wise has you impaired where you can't even take yourself to the doctor. You got to get someone else to do it. You got to think about these things, guys, and it has to start now. Get proactive so that you don't have to be reactive. I promise you. You're going to thank yourself in the long run. Your your kids, your relatives, whomever is going to be looking after you as you get older, they're going to thank you in the long run. And you're going to thank yourself because you're going to live a longer life. You're going to be on this earth longer. But it got to start with you. All right? And if it doesn't, if you start anywhere, start with your nutrition first. Get that in check. Make small changes. Make small habit changes. Get more water in, eat more whole foods. Get rid of the processed foods. Get rid of the Starbucks. You gotta get rid of that stuff. It's not good for you. Starbucks ain't nothing but candy and a drink. You gotta get rid of it. I promise you. I mean, make and you don't have to sacrifice good food. There are still good wholesome recipes out here where your food don't even have to taste like you on a diet. But it's about you getting creative. It's about you putting your mind to it. It's about you locking in and setting your mind to it. All right? So if you need help with any of this, if you lost, you don't know where to start, you've been trying to do it on your own, you can't figure it out, DM me. I'm your girl. I will help you to achieve whatever you need to achieve, whatever your goal is. It don't even have to be weight loss. It doesn't even have to be, getting your fat percentage down. It could be gaining lean muscle. It could be recompositioning your body. It could just be getting your nutrition in order. All right. If you need that, DM me fat loss, comment below, whatever. We can start a conversation. Let's go through what your challenges are. Let's go with, go over a plan that, will work for your lifestyle. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's plan doesn't look different, and it shouldn't look. It shouldn't look the same. Everybody's plan should look different. All right. It should be bespoke to you. It should be to what you go through. It should be through what you need, what challenges you face, and be specific to you. So, if that sounds good to you, if you need help, I'm your girl. All right? Hope you found value in this video. Take care.